Hey guys, so I wanted to do a mix breakdown of the Pantera Dimebag tone that I did a week ago, a couple weeks ago. I don't know. Got a few requests, so I figured I'd try to quickly run through it and show you what I did. So let's get to it. Let's see what we got here. Pretty simple. I got stereo tracks for each section. You can see my tempo map. I mapped out the tempo for each section. I got Superior Drummer 3. The kit I'm using is called Texas Metal, and it's one of the stock presets. And I believe I did a little bit of tweaking of the levels, but I don't particularly recall what I did, so here's this. Let's give it a listen. Let's listen to the first chunk. So for all the guitars, I have the same EQ, FabFilter, very simple, high cut, low cut, just getting rid of some of the fizz, getting rid of the unnecessary low end. Now, typically when I put a high cut, so I'll roll it down to get rid of the fizz, and then when I notice it's sort of affecting the tone, that's when I just go back up just a little bit. And that's how I come up with this. And then I'm just trying to, like I said, just trying to get rid of a lot of the low-end information that is not necessary. And that's applied to every, let's see, every bus. So every stereo bus for the guitar. I also have the Multiband Compressor, just clamping down on that low-end rumble. What's a good example? Listen to this part right here. Just that stuff that if you leave it unchecked, it's just going to build up and muddy up your mix. And again, that is on every bus for every section of the song. Same thing, real simple. If I open all these up, see, this is for the I'm Broken part. You got a new level right here. Again, the same EQ, same multiband compressor, revolution. You can hear that multiband in action here. All the guitars recorded the same way. All of the guitar has the same EQ. All of the guitar has the same multiband compressor. Simple stuff. The bass. What do we got here? Where's a good bass part? I got L1 limiter on it, so basically that's just leveling out all of my playing. just pretty much making it a wall of bass sound. You notice it's not doing too much. Virtual mix rack. I'm boosting some high end. Using the high end shelf, it's pretty. I mean, this FGN, it adds a lot of high end. You don't have to raise it very much. It's 1.81 dB. It kind of fills out that high end, brightens it up. I like to use this drive knob. I engage it. I also, you can see, I am rolling off below 65 hertz. Yeah, it's bass, but you don't want it too rumbly. What else am I doing here? I'm adding a 1.5 dB at 5K, 5.2K. I'm cutting 1.3 dB at 4.6K, so I kind of got a little bit of a, a dip and then a rise, a bell. Looks like I'm cutting 2.92 at 780 hertz, kind of just trying to get it to fit in with the guitar. And I'm cutting 1.94 dB at 350. These aren't magical numbers. I did it by ear. I like to try and get a good sound and then tweak stuff while, in the mix while it's playing. And I've been toying around in this Slate Digital with the Earth EQ, so it's called Air EQ. You have Earth and Air, a low end and a high end. So I am using that and boosting. It's at its default, so it looks like it's boosting 80 hertz and boosting 1K, and it just brightens it up. So here, that's fine. The beginning. Show you guys what this stuff is doing, and I'll turn everything off. See what I did to Superior Drummer. Now for the drums. Looks like I'm boosting 108 hertz, 3.5 dB, so that's quite a bit. I have the drive knob enabled, and I'm cutting at 35 hertz. Now I also have the FG stress. Basically, it's a drum crush. And I have that mix knob only at 17%. Basically parallel compression within the virtual mix rack. that's it for that. And see what we got on my mix, my 2-bus, my stereo bus. I went kind of simple with this. I didn't want to color it too much, so I just have virtual mix bus on. And then I toyed around with this Air EQ again, boosting a little bit on the low end, boosting a little bit on the high end. And I'll turn that on and off so you can hear what it's doing. Just a little bit of a polish. And that's it. And then all the stuff you see down here, just explain some of this real quick. As you see, I have all this. I have sends from all these tracks to a sub out. That's basically so that I can hear through the monitors, well, even though I'm not using them. Basically, it's sending out to my screen capture. It's essentially what it's doing. But that's it. Pretty simple. I didn't want to color the tone too much, so like I said, just got the FabFilter, high and low cut, Multiband Compressor, L1 on the bass, virtual mix rack with the EQ tweaks. And a little bit of mix bus processing, and got Pro L for the limiter. That's it. Pretty straightforward. So I hope this can help somebody, and I'll see you guys in the next one.